I am Princess Anne. For years I have chosen to handle the disputes within the royal family quietly, but this time I must stand up.
Princess Anne has a reputation. She doesn't do drama. She doesn't gossip. She just works harder than anyone else in the royal family and keeps her mouth shut.
Camilla and her son, Tom Parker Bowles, have crossed a line I cannot tolerate. Though Tom has no royal blood, he has repeatedly used his mother's name to interfere in royal affairs.
But Anne spent 7 years quietly documenting everything Camilla did wrong. Every overreach, every manipulation, every time Camilla's children got access they shouldn't have had.
She was the villain. She was the third person in the marriage.
She kept it all in a private file. Dates, photos, financial records, witness statements. When she showed it to King Charles in early 2023, he gasped at how detailed it was.
And the wider family of realms, of whose talents, traditions, and achievements I am so inexpressibly proud.
One courtier described it as a prosecutor's dream case, except the defendant was the Queen Consort.
I think the one I enjoyed reading more than anything else.
It started in 2016. Camilla had been Duchess of Cornwall for 11 years, but had noticed something at Balmoral that August. Camilla said Laura should be included in estate planning discussion since she had such good taste in property management. It was said lightly, almost like a joke, but Anne went very still.
You and your brother both directly asked your dad not to marry Camilla.
Yes.
Why?
We didn't think it was necessary. We thought that it was going to cause more harm than good.
A former lady-in-waiting said, and has this way of going quiet when something bothers her. Watchful quiet. That's when you know she's taking mental notes. Laura Lopez was showing up at trustee meetings, estate reviews, and financial planning sessions for the Duchy of Cornwall. In September 2016, Laura attended a duchy meeting about sustainable farming. She wasn't on the attendance list, and noted the date and the excuse given. By 2017, and kept a physical file locked at Gatcombe Park. She didn't tell anyone, not even her husband. By 2023, the dossier had grown to over 200 pages.
And I will protect them. Now, Camilla has set her sights on Charlotte. How could I stand by and do nothing? My resolve comes from always remembering my mother's teaching. Responsibility always outweighs personal feelings. As long as I am here, Camilla will never have full control of this family.
Section 1. Attendance beyond protocol. Every time Laura or Tom attended events they shouldn't have accessed. One entry from May 2018 showed Laura at a private viewing of royal art collection pieces. The viewing was limited to working royals and accredited art historians. Laura qualified as neither. Section 2. Financial irregularities. And tracked approximately £6.3 million in questionable duchy expenses between 2016 and 2022. Raymill House, Camilla's Wiltshire property, got £380,000 in duchy-funded renovations in 2019, and obtained guest logs showing only 3 official royal events were held there in the next 2 years. The property was primarily used by Camilla's family personally, and calculated £126,000 per official event. She noted, no other royal property receives this ratio of investment to official use.
I can't tell you how much I sympathize with the way everybody has had to endure this unbelievably testing and challenging time.
Section 3. Staff treatment, and collected anonymous statements from palace employees. Staff described being told to prioritize Laura and Tom's comfort over other guests, including working royals, and documented at least 15 similar complaints over 6 years. The section that upset William most was about jewelry, and had been tracking royal heirlooms for years. She started in 2019 after noticing Camilla wearing a diamond brooch at a state dinner. The piece had belonged to Queen Mary. At least 12 significant pieces had been signed out to Camilla between 2017 and 2022 with vague return dates. By 2022, Anne identified 5 pieces that had been with Camilla for over 3 years with no documented return. 2 had been given to Laura Lopez as personal gifts.
Crossed a line I cannot tolerate. Though Tom has no royal blood, he has repeatedly used his mother's name to interfere in royal affairs, to publicly criticising Prince William. They challenge the very legitimacy of the line of succession.
One item became a breaking point, a sapphire necklace from Princess Alice, Queen Victoria's daughter. Camilla checked it out in December 2020. It never came back. In 2022, it was being stored securely at Clarence House. and had sent 3 memos to Charles's private secretary between 2020 and 2022 about jewelry management protocols. None resulted in changes. 2 things changed in late 2022. First, Queen Elizabeth died in September and had shown her mother parts of the dossier in early 2022. The Queen reportedly said, "Keep watching, keep documenting. Someone will need this information someday." Second, William discovered the Queen's private files in October 2022. When William called Anne, she said, "I have more, much more." They met at Windsor 3 days later. William spent over 4 hours going through Anne's dossier page by page. One insider said William had suspected things were wrong, but Anne had proof, detailed, time-stamped, witnessed proof. Together, they decided to confront Charles. The meeting happened in January 2023. They told him, "This isn't about family drama. This is about institutional integrity, and we have 7 years of evidence showing a pattern that needs to stop." Charles was devastated, but he couldn't argue with the documentation and had been too thorough. Within weeks, Camilla's family was removed from all trust discussions. Financial oversight was tightened. Jewelry protocols were formalized with strict return dates. Anne never spoke about it publicly. She'd done what was necessary to protect the institution, then went back to her usual work. And still has the dossier locked away at Gatcombe Park. She's never acknowledged its existence. One former courtier summed it up and spent 7 years building the case that forced Camilla's family out of royal affairs. And she did it so quietly that most people still don't know it was her evidence that changed everything. The Princess Royal saved the monarchy from what could have been a generational disaster. She just did it quietly, thoroughly, and without asking for recognition. Wasn't right to secretly investigate Camilla for years? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more untold palace stories. Thanks for watching.
Crossed a line I cannot tolerate. Though Tom has no royal blood, he has repeatedly used his mother's name to interfere in royal affairs, to publicly criticising Prince William. They challenge the very legitimacy of the line of succession. Camilla has long sought to secure a place in the royal family for her children, a fact I have never ignored. Although Charles has yet to grant them any royal titles, and now, it seems, she has begun to sway Charles. When I learned of this, I immediately informed William and confronted Charles. If he cannot uphold his duty as king, then the throne should pass to someone truly worthy. The monarchy exists to serve the nation, not as a chessboard for family power plays. I will stand as the last line of defence.